from here. I hope you understand this part. If not, rewatch and try to understand. It's not very difficult. Now we're gonna start creating our project and make sure that it works properly. So let's go ahead and let's go back to PowerShell. Make sure, let's do a dir to make sure everything is okay. Perfect. Everything seems to be okay. Now I want to change directory to the P, and then I put tab, and that's going to give me the project HTML1. Let's press enter. Let's do another clear CLS, and this is where I want to create my project. So now what we're going to do, we're going to do code space dot. And if you've seen the rest of my videos, I already taught you this in one of my videos or in the course that I have. You should already have seen this. If you press enter, there you go. So that's going to open Visual Code. I also have a video on how to install Visual Code. So if you don't have this, you should watch that before. Okay, and Visual Code also is telling us that we are over here on this folder, and there's a file called readme.amd that comes from actually from GitHub. So now let's create here a file by pressing there on that plus icon over here, index HTML, and we have it like this. If you are advanced or a little intermediate, you can just use the emet abbreviation by doing the exclamation mark, and that will bring all the code. But if you are not, I really don't suggest you to do this. If you're a beginner, this is what you should do. Also, if you've seen my FB system, the FB system that I created, it'll explain you how to memorize, how to understand the code and how to implement the code from a whiteboard. So the way you do it, I'll show you how. You start from scratch. So the first thing you need, you see, it actually tells you. That's a little bit of cheating, but so you're gonna do doc type, then HTML, and you close your tag. This is the first thing. Then what you're gonna do, you're gonna do HTML, but I'm not gonna use the autocomplete. I'm gonna type it so you can see over here. Well, you auto-complete it. Okay, let's remove this because I want you to learn this way, and I'm just gonna do this for this, but then the autocomplete keeps on helping me. Okay, then you're gonna do, usually it's better to do 2 tabs, 1, 2, and we can write the body. So body, it's gonna autocomplete now, but it's pretty simple. It's the same. If you open the tag, you have to close it with a slash with this. So it's pretty simple. Okay, HTML, and if we forgot something over here before the body, we need to put the head. This is HTML is like a human being. It has a head, and then it has a body, and then in the head, this is where you put many things like title. Okay, once again it's auto completing. Here we can probably just put a small title like this. full bootcamp. Yeah, first project. Okay, and now we are going to start writing. So over here we're gonna use the H1 element, actually H2 element, because H1 is pretty big. Forget that I don't want to use the autocomplete because I want to make sure we understand how to open and close the tags. And we're gonna say this is going to be full bootcamp. Here the title is what you see on the top. So this is what actually you see on the top of the browser. It's the title of the browser. In this case, this is what you see on the body, which means on the website itself, on the document of the website. This is what you're gonna see, is the full bootcamp. So let's do control and save. Now if you've seen one of my videos, just you need to go to the bottom right in order to go to the live server extension, and this will open this page on the browser, and this is what you're going to see. This is what we typed. So let me put it next to it like this, with the button of the Windows button, or the one that looks like a little flag on the left corner, on the bottom left corner of your keyboard. You're gonna see next to Control to CTRL, you should see a little flag. When you press this and then one of the arrows, let's say the right or the left, you can split your screen like this and have them one next to each other. So if I do any changes, example, I want to put here a paragraph like this: welcome to my course, front-end developer 2023-2024. We Control S, CTRL S, and I will save. And as you can see, you refresh automatically, and now we have it over here. Now I think it's good time for us to go and do a commit. So send this project back to GitHub, so GitHub keeps a copy of this. So we're going to go back into PowerShell, okay, and we're going to do a git commit, and then we can put a message here, title and welcome message. And if you get this is normal, because we need to configure the username so we can connect to GitHub. So what we do is, it's actually telling you what to do: git config global user dot email, and then you put your email address that you put on GitHub like this. Okay, now we're gonna try to do this. Let's clear this because this is becoming a little messy. CLS, and now just press on the arrows on the top if you already type it, this. If not, you can type it again, git commit, and then dash m and then the title. Okay, your branch is up to date with the origin main on track file used to including what will be committed. Nothing added to commit, but on track files present, use git add to track. So let's do git add. Actually, git add index.html. Okay. CLS. So now let's try again. Git commit. Okay, done. One file change, 10 insertions, blah blah blah. So we did a commit. We did the insertion, and now we're going to push it. Git push. Okay, and it's gonna ask us where do we want to push this. Push means send it. Where do we want to push it? We're gonna go here, sign in with your browser, and we're going to authorize the Git ecosystem. Authentication succeeded, and over here we have some other information letting us know that this was sent to full bootcamp project HTML1, which is the one we created. And now we want to go back here to full bootcamp, the GitHub. My username is here, the project is here, and we're going to refresh. And as you can see right now we have an index HTML. That was our first file that we created with the welcome message. Remember this one? This is the one that we created, my first GitHub project over here. And now if I go over here, I have two. I have the first one we created earlier, 20 minutes ago. And now we have the index title welcome message. This comes from what we were doing over here. You should have this, the full bootcamp, the welcome to my course front-end developer, right here. There you have it. As you can see, it matches exactly the same title, the same H2, the same paragraph. So this is how we are going to connect GitHub and work with GitHub so they can communicate with each other, and you can have a version control system that would allow you to work in a team. Also, this will help you in case something happens to your computer. At least you know there's a copy of whatever project you have in the cloud in GitHub. So now on the next video, we're going to start building the project. Now that we have the GitHub ready, now this is just to get you used to work. And there's another way to do it also. If you connect it from directly from here, if you go over here, you can actually connect it. You are not signed into any accounts. You can actually go ahead and connect directly if you want, if you don't like to use the commands. But I really recommend you to get used. You see all the things, the arrows we got and everything, and this is great because this is exactly how you will learn, by being able to see errors, because in the job, this is how you're gonna get job ready. You're gonna encounter problems, you're gonna encounter errors, and you need to be able to know what to do in case you have those type of errors. So I really suggest you to follow this way to do the commits, and you see that it's really not difficult. Just it's a matter of getting used. And if you use our FB system, the full bootcamp system, you know there are some steps you need to do in order for all these to become easier for you, and you are confident whenever you do. And even if you get an error, you're not gonna panic, you're not gonna feel out of place, because you know that somehow you're gonna be able to figure it out because you've been using our FB system. Ready to transform from a complete beginner to a skilled web developer? Welcome to the ultimate beginner's guide and become a web developer in 2023. My course on Udemy is your passport to mastering web development with ease. Designed especially for beginners, this course covers the essential pillars from HTML, PHP, JavaScript introduction, Angular, and the real roadmap you need in 2023 to become a web developer. But that's not all. What sets this course apart is the inclusion of the FB system. What is the FB system? It's a full bootcamp in 7 steps. This system is your guide to understanding, memorizing, and implementing the code effectively. Say goodbye to confusion and hello to confidence as you navigate all the complexity of web development. Moreover, this course isn't just about learning, it's about becoming career ready or job ready. Equip yourself with sought-after skills in PHP for dynamic web applications. Learn to implement crucial user authentication, making your projects not just functional but job ready. And by the end of this course, you won't just be fluent in web development languages, you'll be equipped with secure opportunities in the field of web development. Increase the chances of being hired and step confidently into the world of web development. So don't miss out on this transformative journey. Enroll now. The ultimate beginner's guide in 2022. Become a web developer in 2023. So don't waste more time. Click on the link on the description and enroll right now.